David. We were rooting for you. We all were rooting for you. How am I going to defend you now? You literally went up there and embarrassed me with that apartment. I was holding out the hope, okay? Dragging Michelle through the mud, and you embarrassed me with that apartment. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. Married at First Sight season 18, episode 7. Y'all, we got some things to get into, but before we do, you already know. If this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through, and if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before and you still haven't subscribed, but you keep coming back, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't treat me like Juan treat Carla. Be very mindful. Be very mindful. If you're one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm okay. I am okay. I'm disappointed in that daggone apartment, but I'm okay. Let's get into it. Allan said he got a text from Madison telling him that she won't be coming home. She'd rather be alone. Okay, she told that man at 12:30 at night that she was going home. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm confused. What do you mean you're not coming home? And we okay with that, Allan? Are we okay with that? So she comes in all happy and giddy in the morning, okay? And she's like, yeah, last night was great. It was so much fun. We went to dinner. We did that. You know, I had to be there for my sister-in-law. She's going through a lot. So I just decided to go back home and we went to sleep. Lies, and more lies. I don't believe her at all. I don't even think she was with her sister-in-law. But that's a conversation for another day. Allan's like, no, it's cool. I kind of did want you here, but it's cool. No, Allan, it's not cool. This was your first night together in this apartment and she left you. It is not cool. Then she wanted to follow up this conversation, telling him that, you know, she sleeps on her friends' couches all the time. That's the norm for her. Excuse me? It's not the norm for you anymore, sis. You're a married woman now. It is not normal for you to stay the night at your friend's house all the time. Maybe once in a blue, y'all have a girls' night. Maybe once in a blue, y'all do a little slumber party, okay? But you made it seem like you trying to be at your friend's house every other weekend. Absolutely not. That's not normal. And Allan, this is why she think you weak. Because you're like, it's okay. It's not okay. Tell her it's not okay. So then he lets her know that they're going to take the hoopty to his apartment. She's like, hoopty? What's the hoopty? What's the hoopty? I said, Camille, come get your Allan, please, because this is the man you wanted. Camille wanted Allan, okay? This is the kind of man she wanted. Is that the black you looking for? Child, these people be stressing me out. So Juan and Carla are driving to the storage. Excuse me, that's not the apartment. Why are we going to the storage? Because Carla's homeless. Married at first sight, what is up with y'all and the homeless people? Remember Henry was matched with that homeless girl who had all her stuff in the trunk? It's giving that vibe. Her name is Christina. It's giving that vibe. Why are we going to the storage unit? We literally could have just not went. We could have not went. And I'm looking at this storage unit suspect because I don't see a mattress. I don't see a bed frame. I don't see a dresser. I'm trying to find the things that belong in the apartment that she so-called had before her lease was up. Because Carla, why didn't you just get you another place to stay? Carla, you are a grown woman. You knew your lease was about to be up. And instead of you finding you somewhere to stay, you decided that it was best because you was just about to go get married to have no permanent place of residence. So if this marriage does not work out and Juan and you decide to get a divorce, where are you going to live, sis? Where are you going to live? And then you got the nerve to be aggravated with Juan because he's, you know, happy and whatnot. He definitely should be upset. Upset that he got to drive you to a daggone storage unit. That's what he should be. Talking about he's too playful. You want him to get serious? Because Juan sit her down and asked her why she thought it was a good idea to let her lease run out and not renew it and not find a new place to live before she decided to come and get married to a stranger. Sit down and ask her those questions. So David and Michelle are at their apartment waiting for Pastor Cal and Dr. Pia to come because we already know production said go see them first. Go see them first. They got some issues they need to work through and we're about to lose a couple. Please go see them first. Pastor Cal and Dr. Pia asked them, let's start with the wedding day. How was that? David said, oh my God, physically, she's everything I wanted. You guys got it right. We know that, David. We know that. So Dr. Pia said, Michelle, how did you feel hearing that? Michelle said, it felt good. But I was very vague on what I wanted physically. And y'all gave me a man who smokes and lives in his parents' basement. And I don't know how to get over it. David said, I haven't had a cigarette since you told me it was gross. Now take that. Child, David got to come back for everything. Everything. She said she doesn't want to change him. Girl, him stopping to smoke is a good thing. That's a good change, okay? David said, hold up now, hold up. Any change that I make is for the betterment of this marriage, not just for you. Don't get it twisted. I said, I know that's right. Let her know. You're not changing for her. You're changing for this marriage. You're putting in an effort. You're trying to compromise, unlike her. So then Dr. Pia pulled out the receipts, okay? She said, remember I asked you, would you be willing to, to make it work with the man who lives in a basement? And of course, we get the flashbacks footage of Dr. Pia literally asking Michelle, would she be able to make it work with a man who lives in the basement? Now, Michelle did look hesitant, not gonna lie. She really didn't seem like she was here for it, but she agreed to it because she said that as long as he's willing to move out. So now I'm sitting here like, girl, you literally was basically told that you was about to be matched with a man who lives in the basement. At this point, you shouldn't even be shocked. She said she just doesn't like the reason why he lives in his parents' basement. Michelle, are you not understanding? Because I feel like David has explained this many times. And I understand. What are you not understanding? David, once again, has to explain to her why he's living in his parents' basement. 1, he's never home. 2, he pays them rent. 3, he buys his own groceries. 4, he paid off his car 4 months earlier. 5, he's saving money while he's paying off his student loans. There's no reason for him to go ahead and rent out an expensive apartment when he can be getting his financials together. What about that are we not understanding? You don't want to understand, and that's fine. Pastor Cal said, don't you see? He's not a mama's boy. His parents not taking care of him. He's paying all his own things. And she's like, well, how do I know that? He just said it. He literally just said it. She talks about how, she worked hard for all the things that she got. She's just not attracted to the man who lives in the basement. And if she ever met him on the street and he told her that, she would never talk to him again. Girl, you are not God's gift to earth. Nobody cares. But when she said that she worked hard for all the things that she has, it just brought my point right back that I made about the after party. I feel like she kind of resents the fact that she grew up in a household where she had to struggle. She had to literally work her behind off to get the things that she wanted in life. Meanwhile, David didn't have to. I really feel like that's a little bit of resentment that she's holding on to. She told the experts that she had high expectations and she's really mad at herself for not verbalizing what she really wanted. She said she is completely disappointed. Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal like, are you giving up? Oh my God, are you giving up? Are you saying it's over? She's been trying to tell y'all that since y'all got there. What are y'all not understanding? Like, Michelle has given no hints and clues that she wants to stay married. None. Every time y'all try to give her a solution or answer, she comes around and hits you with the but. I'm gonna need y'all to let her go find her own man because she don't want the one y'all matched her with. David was like, well, you know what? I'll stop being a gentleman. I'll stop pulling out the chairs and opening the doors. And she's like, no, you don't have to stop. It was just smothering at first. So you want the man to continue to be a gentleman and treat you with respect, but you can't do the same. Okay, got it. Dr. Pia asked her when was the last time that she's actually been taken care of by a man. She was like 7 years ago. And Dr. Pia was like, well, maybe that's it. Maybe this is all just new to you and maybe you don't think it's real. I'm going to need y'all to stop acting delusional. Okay? That's not it. That's not it at all. Okay? She don't want him. Period. Now they sitting there continuing to force this girl to make it work with this man. And it worked. It worked because Michelle is still in the process trying to make it work with David. Anything them experts said to that girl after that conversation, it fell on deaf ears. She received none of it. Absolutely none of it. So I guess they supposed to be starting over fresh or whatever. MM goes to Akeche's apartment, and it literally gives what I thought it was going to give. I don't know why I felt like that's how his apartment was going to look, but it did, okay? He's all like, oh, don't have no expectations, have some low expectations, don't really, you know, look for a lot, da, 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 da. Yeah. Sir, what was that? What was that? I mean, it was simple. It was instruments everywhere. Nothing really to discuss. I'm moving on. Camille goes to Thomas' apartment. And it's clean, neat, very simple, just like we knew Thomas' apartment would be. But you know, she just gotta get to the closet, okay? She feels a little bit better now that she sees jeans and sneakers. At this point, Camille, you're starting to work on my nerve. You're starting to work on my nerve. Go buy that man some baggy jeans and a t-shirt and a fitted cap and some Timbs, okay? Go ahead and get him a Gucci belt, put on some rap music, and now you will have the black man that you want, because you're working my everlasting nerve with this whole conversation about this man not being black enough for you. I don't want to hear about it after this episode. We done heard about it in every scene that you've been in. I'm sick of it. Let Thomas be Thomas. Accept it or leave it alone. You want a bad boy? Go get a bad boy. Juan's apartment is very, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, for one, there's a hammock in the living room. There is a drywall cart holding the TV. Very interesting, okay? I did not expect this from Juan. I don't know why. I thought he would be a little bit more, you know, suave. I just imagine his place looking a little bit more, you know, put together. Now, Carla, I don't want to hear any of your complaints. You're homeless, okay? Like, girl, you have no room to say nothing about nobody else's place when you're homeless. After she sees his apartment, she asks him if after decision day, can she move in? And he was like, well, I mean, I guess if you're going to be my wife, I'm not going to let you live on the street. So then she tells him, you know, she wants to bring her things in. Does he mind that? He's like, yeah, bring some things. It's cool or whatever. And then she's like, yeah, because my ex, he didn't let me do anything. And I was like, are you guilt tripping Juan into letting you decorate his whole house? Juan said, listen, I like my hammock. I like my table. Now, you could bring some of your things and that's cool. And it really shouldn't be a problem with you throwing out the rest. I'm like, girl, just leave your stuff in the storage because y'all not going to last anyway. Y'all not going to last anyway. Call up your mama, your sister, your cousin. Call the peoples up and let them know you need their couch to sleep on. Because in 8 weeks, you need somewhere to stay. Because, baby, it won't be with Juan. Allan car is really, really nice. It's definitely not a hoopty. Allan, do you know the definition of hoopty since you're using it? Because your car is definitely not that. Y'all, let me know what kind of car that was down below because it was really cute and I just don't know cars like that. Anyway, Madison gets to Allan's house. The first thing he wants to show her, of course, is that daggone coat. Now, I'm glad because I don't know why I thought it was going to be a pimp fur. Like, I just saw pimp fur, but it wasn't. It's like a puffer fur. He just described it a different way. And that's what I'm starting to learn about Allan. Him and his words don't really match up, okay? The same way he called his car a hoopty, and then he turned around and called that a fur coat. Baby, that's fur lining. It's fur lining. His house is really nice. I love the fact that he remodeled the kitchen himself. Come on, Allan, good with your hands? Good with your hands? I love a man good with his hands, okay? And I think Madison was kind of feeling it too. Okay, she said, I kind of am starting to, you know, enjoy my husband. Are you really? Are you enjoying the car? Are you enjoying the fact that he remodeled his whole kitchen? Are you seeing him in a different light? Is that what's happening, Madison? I still feel like you fake, girl. I still feel like you fake. house is nice, y'all. got money. Sis got a check, okay? And Akeisha, I need you to act like you've been somewhere. I need you to act like you've been somewhere, okay? house got a whole karaoke machine. You know, she got the lights and everything. She be living her best life in her house, and I'm not mad at it. Go ahead, sis, do your thing. Akeisha is in this house like, oh my God, your guest bedroom is bigger than my bedroom. Oh my God, your living room is bigger than my whole house. It's really giving that Tiffany Haddish video when she be like, oh, this is nice. It ain't no roaches in here or nothing. That's the energy Akichi's giving. Like he ain't never been nowhere, seen nothing in his life. He turned around and asked her, how many TVs you got in here? Go home. Go. Just it's time to go home. It's time to go home. Okay, Akichi is acting a fool. Now, Akichi, I already know you here for opportunity. But now I feel like you might try to stay with MM just so you could get some of that success that she got going on over there. I still feel like you a fraud. My fraud radar started going off once I noticed how excited he was. So Michelle went home to self-reflect after the experts left, okay? And, you know, they kind of discussed it, and David's just happy that she actually communicated that to him. Look at that. It's a step in the right direction. Then not only that, she comes in with a list of things that they can do together. And he was like, oh, wow. I mean, I would have planned things for us to do, but, you know, I didn't think you wanted to be around me. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, no, you literally been telling that man you need space since y'all met. Michelle, go away. Go away. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. So Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper go talk to Camille and Thomas. They start with their similarities and their differences. And of course, Camille cannot wait to tell them how they are culturally different. And then she said that he doesn't have any swag. And he jokes too much. And she brought up the flossing joke. And I'm sitting here like, you're reaching for stuff now, sis. You're reaching for stuff now. Even Thomas was like, I didn't think it was an intimate setting. And I'm like, me either. Like, what was wrong with, like, Camille, you pissing me off, girl. You're pissing me off. Because what the actual F? Like, the switch up on Camille is crazy. It is so crazy to me. Thomas feel like she's literally been sitting there just taking notes of everything and she couldn't wait to, you know, express it to the experts. Because that's exactly what it was. Because why haven't you talked to him about this? Why do you wait till you get here and then you want to say all these things? And I understand it's a safe space, but you have like a whole mental note of things. Pastor Cal told Thomas, tell her what you don't like about her. Since we out here just telling each other what we don't like, tell her what you don't like. Thomas said, I just want her to be able to open up and talk to me more. Now good. Now good. Both of y'all got things y'all don't like about each other. That's basically the energy it was given. So now they both have things that they could work on and change. I just feel like the girls this season are really missing the mark. I really do. Because everything that these girls seem to be dealing with is basically physical. These are actually a nice group of men. And I'm not saying they're perfect besides Keche because I don't like him. And I'm not saying they're perfect. But what I'm saying is these men aren't really doing anything wrong for the women to be behaving the way they behaving. So Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal goes to talk to Allan and Madison. They come in, they sit down, they say, hey, tell us what's going on. What's working, what's not working. Madison said that they have been communicating very well. And she was just so happy to get back home so that they could start merging their lives together. Madison, stop lying. Stop lying. You're a liar. You were so happy to get back home so y'all could start merging y'all lives together when you didn't even stay the first night there. Girl, bye. Dr. Pepper asked them what kind of hills do they think they would have to climb. Madison said that the physical and the romantic chemistry is just not there between them two. She's struggling with that. Dr. Pepper said, well, when we match people, we looking for husband material and wife material, not a hot, steamy date. I said, well, damn. Y'all just gonna keep taking shots at Allan like that? That was low-key shade to Allan, okay? Basically saying he ain't a pretty boy. Allan don't deserve this, y'all. He don't deserve this. We got another couple working on changing and compromising, okay? Because that's all marriage is, change and compromise. Allan said he's been working out. And she was like, I didn't know that. And I was like, yeah, because you're fake. You're putting on a front in front of these people. Y'all don't talk in this house. Because there's no way that man been to the gym 4 times this week and you didn't know that. Clock it. Ain't that what the kids do? Clock it. Michelle's apartment is clean, it's neat, it's simple. Okay? I thought she was going to have a house like MN's, the way she's sitting there talking about her success, okay? The fact that David was like, yeah, this is simple. And she got in her feels over it, baby. She was upset because how dare you call my apartment simple? I worked my hands down to the bone for this apartment, and all you got to do is say, it's simple? Yes, Michelle, it's simple as hell. You want to see something? Go to MM's house. Go to her house. And then come back and tell us that your apartment is not simple. So Dr. Pepper and Pastor Kyle go talk to Akeche and MM. So they sit down, they ask them, have you guys been talking about your marriage goals? And they're like, no, we only been talking about our own, goals that we want to accomplish. And Pastor Kyle was like, well, it's time to start talking about your marriage goals, okay? By this point, you should be talking about finances, what you got in the bank, how many children you want to have, things like that. And they're like, yeah, we did talk about children. That's the only thing on the list y'all talked about. Because y'all literally just been sitting there feeding each other a bunch of BS the whole time. Pastor Cal said it's time for them to really start thinking about what they want their marriage to look like. MM said that she really, wants to know what kind of wife Akechi wants. What's his expectations of her? We ain't get no answers to none of that. He said that he wants to see her flow like art. He said he wants to see her flow like art. She's so mechanical. And the thing that bothered me about that whole statement was the fact that this man literally said he goes to bed every night at 9 o'clock. If that's not mechanical, I don't know what else is. Pastor Callis was like, hold on, let's take a minute. Y'all touch? Y'all hold hands? Y'all physical? Like, what's going on? They like, yeah, we do all of that. Y'all kiss? Yeah, we do all of that. I'm like, yeah, you picking up on it, right? Okay, because I thought I was bugging. Something is off. Something is completely off. Akeche don't want that girl at all, okay? The fact that they sitting there telling that man that it's time to go ahead and, pursue and make love to your wife, and he's like, I got to be to bed at 9 because I got to get up and go to the gym at 5. So I don't know what y'all talking. I'm a grown man. I need my rest. And you also are a grown married man who has needs, and so does your wife. So what are you saying? Yeah, Pastor Kyle peeped it. I'm proud of you, Pastor Kyle, because you've been letting me down lately. Camille's out with her sister, and she's telling her sister how she feels safe with Thomas and she feels cared for, right? And I'm like, it's about time you start talking about that man like you like him. Then she turns around and talk about their cultural differences and how she feels like she's in a biracial relationship, even though they look the same. I think it was at that moment I decided I'm done with Camille. I'm done with Camille. The way that you question this man's identity is very concerning to me. She basically told her sister that she wasn't prepared for someone who wasn't black enough. And the more the conversation goes on, the more irritated, the more agitated I got with this conversation. And the more I realized that I really don't think I like Camille anymore. It's the audacity for me. The audacity. She told her sister that she can't wait to see him in his element, though. They about to go hang out with some friends, and she really want to see him in his element and see how he open up. And her sister was like, yeah, because I need to see what you talking about, because I'm not getting any of that. And I'm like, it's Camille. Camille feels like there's only one type of black man out here in the world, and because she didn't get that type, it's just not working for her. And I'm getting annoyed by all of it. Because I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of discussing it. I'm tired of him defending it. I'm sick of it. He is who he is. Accept it or not, Camille. Y'all, we go to David's apartment. Now, hear me out. The basement apartment has potential, right? If he actually, hooked it up, it has potential. But David, what the actual was that? You got this table that looked like it came from your grandmother's house with the same tablecloth on it that you never changed in years, sitting against the wall. You got these sheets on your bed. Your pillows look like you had them for 19 years. It's a mess. It is a mess. There's no sense of effort in this. The fact that you have a keg right here, a keg. You play darts 3 to 4 hours a day? Is that what you said? Michelle is in utter disgust, okay? She's like, so everyone uses this laundry? Yes, everyone uses the laundry. David, I tried, sir. I tried. I don't agree with the way she treated you, but honestly, if I came to your apartment, I wouldn't want to deal with you either. Then you turned around and you asked her, so does this make you feel better? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Michelle's about to leave this man. Michelle is about to leave this man. Now, if I was Michelle on Married at First Sight, I would be open to the idea of the fact that we are going to move out together if this marriage works, so it wouldn't bother me that much. But if I was dating David, this would bother the crap out of me. Ain't no way, ain't no effing way. And did we get to see the other bedroom? Because I was waiting for the other bedroom. He said 2 bedrooms, a laundry, and I didn't see 2 bedrooms. The little table in the corner. David, you embarrassed me, sir. I am embarrassed. Y'all, I was up here windmilling. I am embarrassed. Allan's dog, baby. Madison gonna kick that dog out the house. That dog got a lot of energy, okay? It tore the whole house up in like 5 minutes. It was humping on everything, biting up everything, tearing up everything, okay? Allan, you could cook. Allan looked like he was doing his thing. I don't know what they were eating. I probably wouldn't try it, but overall, they both seem to enjoy it, so good for them. I'm like, Madison, you got this man who could build things. You got this man who could cook. Like, what is wrong with you, girl? What is wrong with you? He got a little money in the bank. What's wrong with you? You can't get past this. It's not even that bad if you want to be honest. And he's willing to work out and go to the gym. What? If you don't want a good man, just say that. If you don't want a good man, just say that. Allan's sitting there trying to talk to her about, religion. I feel like she kind of wasn't really paying attention. I think she was just going with the flow just to go with it. He's asking her, do she believe in God? She believes in a higher power. Would it be okay if they baptize their children? Absolutely, it's okay. She doesn't mind him taking the children to church every now and then as long as they have the free will to make the decision of what they want to do when it comes to religion. All good. That was a conversation. She just, yes, sure, him to death. And then pointed out the fact that the dog was tearing up the apartment. Michelle's checked out. She's literally going through the motions for the cameras. So Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal go meet with Juan and Carla. And Carla said that Juan isn't mindful. He doesn't take her into consideration and she wants to be his primary focus. He brought up the fact that he said that he forgot about her. And she's like, it's not even just the fact that you forgot about me. It's the fact that you sat there, you told me all the things that you did with David and how y'all had a moment. I would have wanted to have that moment too. I still feel like Juan kind of missed it. I still feel like he was kind of stuck on the fact of the words he used versus the fact that she just wanted to spend time with you. Juan said that he wants Carla to just tell him when he messes up so he could fix it. He doesn't like when she's passive aggressive about the situation. Tell me what's the problem so I can fix it. Pastor Cal was like, y'all know we know everything, right? Y'all know we get caught up on everything. What's going on here? Because y'all used to be really locked in and now y'all not. Juan said he pulled back. And now that Juan has pulled back, Carla has pulled back. Dr. Pepper tells them to tell each other what it is that they need from them. Juan said that he needs more tolerance from her, communication, less assumptions, because he's only human. And he would like some feedback so he could correct his actions. And when Juan said all of that, it really helped me understand that he's not all play. He knows exactly what he wants in his relationship. He knows exactly what he needs from her. I'm just glad that finally he was able to communicate that to her. She said she needs him to be more mindful so that she could feel secure and stable. I really feel like after watching that scene between Carla and Juan, I feel like they could work. I feel like if they continue to communicate the way they communicated tonight, they could work. But honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. I don't see any of these couples actually making it at this point. I was rooting for Thomas and Camille, but Camille has officially pissed me off and been added to my list. She's officially been added to my list. Anyway, y'all, that was Married at First Sight. I really hope y'all enjoyed this review. I can't wait for the rest of the season because the trailer for the rest of the season really looked like the season is about to heat up hot, 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 hot. So I hope you guys are ready. By the way, I am reviewing a new show called Love Never Lies. If you guys have Netflix, go watch it on Netflix and check out my review. If you don't want to watch it on Netflix, check out my review and then maybe you might want to go watch it because it's just that good, okay? It's really just that good. I need you guys to go ahead and like this video, comment down below, let me know what you think about the episode. Drop me some yellow hearts if you have nothing to say. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to say we hit 10K today because I'm sure we're going to hit 10K today. With all that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.